Our first big excitement was the introduction of the IBM Selectric typewriter.
Red Selectric typewriters.
I think the electric typewriter.
I had a typewriter.
We had an electric typewriter to write letters on.
We were just overwhelmed at how they were just so beautiful. And of course, they bought red, so they would go with the red carpeting.
I could type 12 carbon copies.
And they also had a correction button. Oh, that was amazing. If you made a mistake typing at that point in time with carbon paper, you had to rip it up and start all over again.
They were still charging materials out by hand.
There were still these wonderful things called the tubs, which were long wooden boxes with file cards in them.
The call number, author title, and the date due.
They were punch cards.
So each hole, was like a month or something like that.
Slips with like two carbon copies, and you filed the back and you punched holes because you put rods through.
It was called needling.
We took a long needle, stick it through a big pile of cards, and whirl them around.
And you twirl it around.
Shake it around, and cards would fly on the floor.
And the ones that were overdue would fall out.
All over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you found out if a book was overdue.
That was the technology.
Yes, that was it.
When you think about how really awful that system was.
But there was something pleasant about it, right?
When I came to the Rock, it had been like technologically cutting edge when it was built. It had things that we couldn't even conceive of by the time 1985 rolled around. There was this thing at the circulation desk, a button you would press, and you'd hear this vacuum sucking sound from nowhere. It was the remains of some pneumatic tube system that used to shoot paging requests to the different floors.
I would have a beeper and they would beep me.
Shelvers would pick them up on the other end.
I would get to the pneumatic tube, and inside would be a card saying what was wanted. I would take that out, go find the book, put it in the dumbwaiter with the card, and I would send the tube back.
So I remember doing things like when I have a new student worker at the desk, while I was talking to them, just accidentally press the vacuum button, and they'd be like, "What is that?" And it would be like, "Oh, the desk is taking off."
And then, of course, when we did finally have copy machines, we thought we died and went to heaven.